transparency of a layer, how to change the color of a layer, how to use the smudge tool, and how to use filters. So let's go back to our project. Okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to put the scream in place, and then I'm going to also put the Mona Lisa's face in place. You may want to hide the things you're not using because that's less of a distraction. So I've got the scream. So I'm going to start by figuring out where I want him to be. I think I want him to be back here, coming out behind these guys. Because or maybe I'll have him here. I don't know. What do you think? I'll put him, you guys probably aren't going to answer me. I think I'm going to put him here, okay? So he's going to be coming out here behind this table, okay? So the first thing I want to do is I want to move him in place, which I've done. And then I'm going to say view zoom in. So I'm looking at him more closely, okay? And I'm going to make him transparent. This way, I can still see him, but I can also see the things behind him. Now I know that when I take the eraser, her arm would be in front of him. So I can erase that out through there. So you would see all of that arm, okay? And then the other thing, if I bring it back, okay, I can see that it would be straight across at this table. So I can erase any parts I don't need. So now it looks like it fits in the picture better. I'm also going to do the same thing with the Mona Lisa's face. So I've got the Mona Lisa's face, okay? I'm going to place it here, but then I'm going to make it more transparent so I can sort of see what the sizing would be best to put it on this young lady. Okay, I think maybe a little bit thinner this way. A little bit up here, okay? And maybe a little wider this way. Okay, so I'm going to move it around until I'm happy with it, okay? Now I'm happy with the placement, okay? And I think I still need to erase some sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this more transparent, and I'm going to say view zoom in, view zoom in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eraser, and make it a little bit darker. I'm going to take my eraser tool. And you can make your eraser tool smaller. That's what I probably would do. And I'm going to go around the girl's face so that we've got, get rid of the edge of the Mona Lisa's face, especially where it's really dark. Okay. So now I've erased the Mona Lisa's face a little bit so she fits in better with this young lady. So let's see. Okay, so now her face is starting to fit in there. I tend to usually erase a little more. So I'm going to take the eraser, I'm going to go through a little more, and I changed the opacity so the eraser isn't completely solid. I'm going to erase a little bit, even in other places on her face, because I think that's going to be more successful for me. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the smudge tool, and I'm going to smudge it out so it sort of fits. Face a little better. Her face is still a lot more yellow than the girl's skin tone, and I want to match those up a little bit better. And I could either make the girl's skin tone match the Mona Lisa's, or Mona Lisa's match the girl. And I think it's going to be easier to make the Mona Lisa's match the girl. So that's the way I'm going here, guys. Okay, so I'm going to view zoom out. Okay, now I've got a couple different options, okay? If I wanted to enhance, adjust the lighting, I could adjust the lighting and brightness and contrast. So I could make her face brighter, okay? Maybe a little brighter. I could make it more contrasted if I wanted to do that, okay? I could also enhance, I could adjust the color. So I could go in and say color variations. This way, if you have something that's red and you wanted to make it green, you'd increase the green. You see that, and darken it up. So I could make her face green. Don't want that to happen. So I'm going to decrease the green and get back sort of where we are. Okay, but I could lighten it, I could darken it. Okay, either one. Okay, what I think I want to do is enhance, adjust color, and then I want to adjust color for skin tone. So if I click in the area of the skin tone, okay, that should match it a little bit better. Okay, and I can even, like, if I wanted it less pink, or if I wanted it more tan or darker, or change the temperature of it, I could do that. I actually think I'm happy with that. So I'm okay. So I'm going to view, zoom out, and see what I have. I've got the Mona Lisa. I've got the screen. I added Frida Kahlo sitting in the back. I've got the thinker and his toilet paper. Okay? Another thing you can do is you can take something in the picture and you can add a filter to it. So let's say I wanted to take the toilet and I wanted the toilet to look like it was metal. As long as you're clicked on the layer, you can go filter. One of the filters is chrome. So if I wanted the toilet to look more chrome, I could do that. I don't think I want to do that. Control Z will get me back. Control Z. Control Z. There we go. Filter. There's all different ones. So if I go to stylize, I could extrude, okay, and I could make it blocks. There's so many different things that I can do. Let me take something that's going to be easier for you to see. Let's say, I did that to the Mona Lisa's face. Do you see that? So I want to be on the right layer. So let's say I'm on the layer of the thinker, view, artistic. I could make it look like it was colored pencil. I could make it look like it was plastic wrap. I could make it look like it was pixelated, okay? I could make it look like it was, bigger cells, smaller cells, There's so many different things you can do to layers, but you can do that through looking at the filters. You can do that for changing the colors. Just remember to save as you go.